Didn't I do it? Didn't I do it for you? Kermie. Didn't I do it for you? Kermie. Miss Piggy the icon.
Okay, this is gonna sound really weird.
What?
But true fact, Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog are like as real to me as like any famous person. Like, I'm sorry, but they're like real. Like, they're just an exception, and everybody's just like okay with it. We're just like, okay, they're just Muppets. Maybe Muppets are the aliens, honestly.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I don't know what I mean by that.
Yeah, I don't think you know what you meant by that either.
But I'm okay with them living with us. Like, they're the aliens from another planet, the planet Muppetville, and they've invaded Earth. But
they're literally from New York. They're literally from New York.
Well, either way, the Muppets are real people, are real beings.
They're literally.
Are they beings?
Yes.
Are they people?
Yes.
Some of them are people. Or are they just Muppets? They're real Muppets.
I don't know where you're going with this, but okay.
Moral of the story is Miss Piggy's an icon.
No, okay. Miss Piggy, Kermit, and Elmo are real people. Yeah, like those are real people.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, let's get into today's episode. Hi, society.
Hi, society.
How are you guys doing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon?
Or whatever day of the week it is that you're listening to.
Tuesday or Thursday or whenever.
Hopefully it's going good and great. I'm doing good.
I'm doing great.
A little bit of wine. Prosecco. Spagliato. With Nespresso in it.
In the Goonies.
On a ship.
I don't know.
Have you not seen that video?
Yes, I didn't. Okay. Did they say on the ship?
No.
I was like, what are you saying on the ship for?
What did you say on the Goonies?
In the Goonies.
She never says that. I thought we were just adding words on top of it. But I'm the bad guy. Anyways. But today we are reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15.
Episode 4.
The Design Challenge.
And there's a lot of things happening at the beginning of this episode. It's really emotional. Sugar just went home. Sent home by her twin sister, Spice. We all knew it was going to happen, but no one called it this soon. At least I didn't call it this soon. I thought they were going to drag it out a little bit more. And Spice is in her feelings. She is mad. She's raging. She's sad. Sadness turns into anger. Anger needs to be pointed somewhere. And she's starting to say that she thinks other people should have gone home tonight. Someone else should have been lip syncing. And the other girls are like, oh, who is she talking about?
Yeah, no, I was living for that moment. And Mistress, being the icon that she is, because I am a Mistress stan, she's like, say their names. Who do you think it should be? And Spice just would not say it, which I'm like, girl, just say their name.
And she's like, they know who they are.
Say their name. And I mean, Aura definitely was like, is she talking about me?
She said she better not be talking about me. But
do you think she was talking about her?
She says it later in the confessionals, yes.
Yeah.
That it was Aura.
I also thought she could be talking about Jax. I mean, that's probably the person I would have thought of, but then also, Aura was in the bottom. But full point is that either way, one of the girls was going to go home because Aura, I feel like, can lip sync the house down. Sugar and Spice
did what they did.
They did what they did. And Aura would have assassinated, and that's just that. So consider themselves lucky. I'd rather go home by my twin than someone else. Maybe not. Maybe not.
No, I would be mad too.
I'd be mad too. I'd be a bitter Betty.
Yeah.
Bitter diabetes.
And then the next day rolls around and Aura straight up asks Spice, "Hey."
Well, first, I mean, after the challenge that Lucy LaDuca won from the previous week,
Snatch game.
Mistress and Marcia have a discussion about who they think came in second and third, which has become kind of a trend this season.
I guess so.
Where the girls are now like, okay, but who's second place? Which
I feel like the fans have always done that.
the fans have always done that. I kind of like it. I'm like, yeah, y'all better rate yourselves. And Mistress said that she came in second place because Marcia's look was bad and cheap.
She didn't think she was that funny in the Snatch game.
She didn't think she was that funny in the Snatch game.
And those were her words, word for word.
Mistress just keeps it real.
She's the gift that keeps on giving.
Love people don't like her, which I guess I understand. They may think she is coming off too strong, but like the hate they are sending her, unacceptable.
Unacceptable behavior.
That is just not okay to be sending hate to any queen. And people,
would you talk to your mama like that?
That too, but also people have been saying for years that they want more kind of like drama on Drag Race, and like Mistress is giving it to you, and this is how you are treating your giver?
Your giver.
Not okay. Not okay. She deserves better.
But is it okay?
So, anyways, I agree with Mistress. She did come in second, I think, over Marcia. And she's the gift that keeps on giving. So we stand. But yes, the next day the girls do gather around the table and have their little discussion, and Aura,
very little discussion.
Aura brings up and asks Spice who she was talking about. But before she even gets a chance to say
a single word
at all,
RuPaul walks in,
which
baffles me.
Well, it doesn't baffle me, but I'm just like, holy crap, these episodes are so short. You can barely enjoy the show. You can barely kind of get settled in before it's like, oh, we're on to the next thing. Oh, here we go. I'm like, oh, give me 30 more minutes of Drag Race. That's all I want. Is that so hard to ask? Like, maybe I should watch the gays now.
No. Okay, no. Okay. So I heard that this is the actual reason that Drag Race was cut down. Just because WeHo is only going to be 6 episodes, and people are like, okay, is it going to go back to an hour and a half after WeHo's done? No, because allegedly, this is what I heard. MTV wants to like be able to like do reruns of the show and just like have it in an hour block, just because they don't want to have it in an hour and a half block with commercials. And I don't know why it's that big of a deal. Like, people will rewatch it either way.
Yeah, I see that. That makes sense because they're probably trying to replace ridiculousness because that's all they play. Who watches Actually, you know what? I had roommates who liked ridiculousness, and I had to watch it, and I just don't think it's funny. I'm not amused.
I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of ridiculousness.
Consider yourself lucky.
Damn.
It's just not. So if they are replacing that with Drag Race, hallelujah.
It's not like you watch cable.
I don't watch cable,
so
but
it's not affecting you.
It's not affecting me, but MTV needs an upgrade for the other people.
Well, it's obviously a downgrade because it's honestly bringing down the quality of the show.
Well, yeah, I guess so. It's a downgrade to us, but upgrade for them.
Yeah, I guess. Anyways, let's get back to this. But yes, RuPaul walks in and she says they're going to be doing a design challenge. But they've done this on other seasons outside of the U.S., but I don't think they've done it in the U.S. yet. But like a drag house fashion show.
They haven't done it in a U.S. season. I don't watch many international seasons. But Yeah, I am really happy that it was like
Like a house.
a house.
Like a collection. If you don't know what a house is, kind of look. And yeah. What do you
Wait, what do you mean if you don't know what a house is? Who doesn't know what a house is? Everybody lives in a house. Most people
like
live
a
in a
fashion
house.
house.
Oh, okay.
God.
That makes sense. Okay. Sorry.
You obviously didn't know what a fashion house was either.
Well, then maybe you should have said fashion house. So now you know.
Just continue.
I thought it was gonna be like a room where they decorate a room.
That's what
like,
the commercials kind of made it look like.
Like a Club 96, or the hotel that they did in like All Stars 5. So I'm very happy it was not that, because I could not sit through another. Those are probably my least favorite challenges.
So awful, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But the girls team up by themselves, correct?
Oh my god! You know what? I don't remember for this episode.
I don't remember. Wow, look at us being bad at our jobs.
Well, yeah.
But the girls team up, and what are the teams? I didn't write those in my notes.
The teams are Mistress, Lux, Amethyst, Aura, and Spice, who are doing the House of Visage.
So a lot of leopard print.
A lot of leopard
in their
print.
House. A lot of gold.
Yes.
A lot of Jersey inspired flashiness.
The second group was Robin, Jax, Anitra, and Selena.
Anitra.
Which is a lot of plaid and tartans. They're doing the House of Cressley.
Which, honestly, I don't really know what Carson Kressley's
I don't really
style
know what his style is. I guess when they pulled out the fabric for him, which was like the tartan, I just was like, oh, okay. I didn't think of that for him, but I guess I don't pay attention. It shows what I know about fashion, which isn't much. I don't really know anything.
And then the final group is
Sasha, Lucy, Malaysia, and Marsha.
Which team would you want to join?
Well, they're doing the House of Ross Matthews, which is a lot of like floral, like they're saying Palm Springs.
The only fashion
kind of
style
theme
I got was Michelle's.
Mm-hmm. I think out of the three groups, I'd probably want the House of Visage. I'd probably want Michelle's, because I think that'd be the most fun to do, and you have a pretty clear idea of what you're doing, like Jersey, and she has a wide range of style that she's given us. Obviously, her most iconic is like the Jersey slut, which maybe
Don't
not
be
Jersey.
jumping up on me.
You know, like the Jersey girl, the Jersey. I don't know what her style is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I would want that house, but what group I would want to be in, like with the queens, honestly, the last group, Sasha Colby's group, because I don't know, they seem like the strongest house to work with.
Yeah. I don't know which group I'd want. Probably the last group, Sasha's group or Mistress. I feel like they'd be pretty good. But who do you think would do well in this challenge?
Well, these girls are saying, Spice says flat out that she doesn't sew, and that Sugar sews and she designs. Aura says she's only sewn one thing before she got here. So does Malaysia, Baby Doll Fox. So I'm like, damn, it's season 15. Y'all should know at least how to stitch or something. Well, obviously they know how to stitch because they made a few clothes, but so I'm a little worried for them, especially Spice, because I'm like, girl, your sister just went home last week. You cannot go home right after.
I am definitely nervous for Spice. She is not. I was very surprised that she didn't know how to sew. I don't know. I guess I thought they'd both know how to sew, and I have this like weird thing
theory.
with twins where I'm like, they just have like twin telepathy. They can just like transfer information to each other.
That's not how it works.
I know, but I'm like, if Sugar knows how to sew, surely
Spice.
you know how to sew. But I guess not. So
She said, "Here, let me give
Cracks
you my
the whole-
sewing powers before I go." They can only spend so
whole
much storage
nail
in
in my
each
theory.
brain. They have to share the power.
look, I mean, they act like they share a brain sometimes. So, but yeah, those Malaysia Spice. Oh my god, I keep wanting to say Sugar. Malaysia Spice or I'm like, ugh.
But Anitra,
Anitra.
she says all her things. She says so. I'm like, okay, she's gonna do decent because everything she's worn so far that she says she's sewn has been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I know she's gonna.
I know she's a sewer.
She's gonna do good. Sasha Colby is a veteran, so you know she knows how to sew, and. Lucy LaDuca was talking about how she sews a lot of her stuff, but she doesn't really like polish it because, you know, when you're in a dark club, you don't have to worry about all the stitches. But when you're going on the main stage, you're going to have to worry about the fine details, which is a good point for a lot of people because
that's fair.
Being in a club is different than being on the main stage of Drag Race.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to nitpick a lot more, and you're going to see it a lot more on
those
the
lights
main
are
stage.
hitting you.
Lux also said that she kind of knows how to sew,
So I'm
but
like,
she's
okay.
like, the way she was sounding didn't make me feel like super confident in her abilities. I was like, okay, it's going to be kind of basic, but that's kind of my
safe.
initial opinions. But she kind of turns it around in the end, so good on her. But we do finally have RuPaul walking into the workroom and doing walkthroughs this episode.
For once.
Which took like 4 episodes, it seems like.
Yeah.
And I personally think it's funny. Poor Amethyst, because she says that she doesn't know how to sew. And RuPaul basically said, well, you aren't funny. Okay, you've been in the bottom twice. You can't sew. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
And she said,
She said, gee, thanks. And, well, I was like, Amethyst, girl, you're making it hard to root for you. I'm still rooting. Well. But she tried. And Lux tried to help her. But she even said she just does not have an eye for fashion. So,
my favorite part of the episode is when Amethyst went up to Aura and she was like, "What do you think of this?" And Aura was like, "I hate it." She's like, "I don't really like it," and I'm not gonna lie. And that's a good teammate right there.
that's all Alexis Michelle wanted. No, that's not her name.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's her name, right?
Yeah.
Alexis Michelle.
Yeah.
Why was I like, oh, that's so wow. Yeah, that's all she wanted was this girl to say that's ugly. Don't wear that on the runway.
But like,
could have won.
They weren't working together that episode. Like these girls are working together.
I'm just, yeah.
And then what else? When RuPaul talks to the house of Visage, they were thinking about being like a royalty, like a family of royalty. Mm-hmm. And then RuPaul's like, y'all sure you want to do that?
That was an interesting choice.
Michelle's really more of a Jersey girl. A lot of animal print, just kind of like Jersey, like, yeah. And then they're like, okay, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. And then they kind of go with more of the I'm saying Jersey a lot, but like that's Michelle.
Yeah, the Jersey girl.
Yeah, and so thank God they went with that instead of this grand royal house.
I think maybe like the royal house would have been more like present day Michelle, because you know she has been aging so beautifully and so royally, and like her style has evolved so much. It's just a lot more classic.
I love her
so
gray.
I kind of thought like maybe that's why they were going there, but like deep down she's a Jersey girl, so like that's what they got to do. And I'm really happy that's why we love a good walkthrough,
because she can either steer you good or steer you wrong, and there's no way. But like it's her show, so you gotta do what she says.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, on the house of Cressley, is that the only one we haven't talked about? Anyways, I just want to talk about Selena as titties. She is not having a good time. She says she doesn't really sew, and it's showing. But honestly, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
But she's stressing herself out, so psychological.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's Cressley. Yeah, House of Cressley. Sorry, I was thinking the other one. Matthews. Yeah. But
everyone else in the House of Cressley looks like they're doing just fine.
Yeah, everybody seems pretty well. I just never would have thought of like, yeah, tartan for Carson.
Never.
It was just really random. It was so random. But like, good on them. Good on them. But before the runway, Jax kind of has their moment in the spotlight.
Oh yeah.
And they talk about being adopted by two white parents, which is something I relate to.
You do?
Yeah, being adopted by two white parents. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a different experience, and I think it definitely gave more insight into Jax and like their style, and like I feel like they don't quite know who they are, like they're trying to find who they are, just like, you know, in like the Black culture and like their roots, which I like totally get. I like relate to that.
And that her parents, when like people said casual like racist things, her parents would be like shrug it off, but like deep down, and like Jax would be like, I don't want to shrug that off. That's not okay. People should not be saying that. You should not be shrugging off casual racist remarks, which is period facts. And but like, you know, when you're a child and you don't know any better, you listen to your parents, and you know, when you're also the only person of color in the middle of nowhere,
absolutely,
it's scary to call someone a racist when you're the only person of color there.
Trust me, I lived it. I know it. I completely understand and can empathize because like I've been there. I grew up in I was like one of like probably 10 Black people in like a big town, Medford. Methford. If you really want to go there.
Drag them.
Oh my God. Will never move there. I'll never go back.
Why would anyone want to?
Absolutely not. But it was really great that they talked about that and brought light to it, and it was very relatable because I feel like sometimes some of the stories, you know, I'm just like, it's not really my experience. So I love hearing other adopted stories because I feel like you don't hear a lot about those, like adoptive kids stories and their point of view. So I like that. Also made me not nervous, but I was like, Jax is going home.
She's gonna go home because when they say their story, they're gonna go home. But maybe it's a plan. Maybe Jax is gonna stay a little bit longer than we all think.
Maybe.
Unless you're rooting for Jax, unless you're Team Jackson, to go Team Jax. Personally, I'm not at the moment. That can change. We got a lot of episodes ahead of us. Then we head to the main stage. RuPaul's looking like a goddess, like always.
Yeah, I don't like this dress though.
Really?
No, I don't like the length.
Let's scoot up a little bit to make sure we got enough room for the photo, for the visuals. Make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, we're putting a lot of effort in for you guys.
Okay, yeah. Hang on. Girl.
All right. Well, right before we get into the runway, let's take a quick little break.
Let's take a break. Welcome back, society.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our quick little intermission to talk about the runway. The runway. Okay.
Oh my God.
People say that the runway is the most important part. Do you agree? I don't think sorry, you go.
I think that, I think it's probably, it's probably the most like anticipated part. That's the part that people look forward to the most. I think sometimes they definitely pick and choose when the runway counts and when it doesn't count. I think the runway should count for more than it does. But that's just me. How about you?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. People really look forward to the runway. It's my favorite part most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the challenge is better than the runway, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just feel like you have to like really do the math sometimes. Like if someone was literally utter gutter bad, but they had the best runway, are they safe? I don't know. How's everyone else doing? You know, it's like sometimes the math has to math.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But in this case, the runway is the challenge.
The runway is the challenge, and I will say I liked how they did this runway.
Me too.
I thought it was yeah, it was cute. But yeah, let's get into these runway looks.
And first, to start off, the runway is Mistress Isabel Brooks coming down from the House of Visage.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks like Michelle's cousin.
Oh yeah,
She looks like Michelle's Jersey cousin.
Absolutely. This to me was the most like Michelle Visage. This was like would have been like a signature Michelle Visage look. I love it. She always looks amazing. She is one of my front runners.
No, yeah, the body is bodying. Everything is right. And
she knows what she's doing.
the cape. Michelle would wear this on like season 5 of Drag Race.
Yeah.
Totally.
I could totally see Michelle wearing something like this. So.
And the old boobs. The old boobs. Like, understandable that she got them taken out, obviously, for health reasons. But her boobs will be missed.
Yeah. And Mistress looks amazing. So, yeah. Great job. Great job.
Next from the House of Visage is
Aura Mayari. And I just don't like this look.
I don't enjoy it very much either.
She isn't a sewer, which
for not being a sewer, this is good.
Yeah, I just am not a huge fan of this look. It does look very kind of thrown together.
It does.
What's your opinion?
Look very bobby pinned together. But she looks good. The hair looks right. The makeup's right. I think she does rely a little bit on her body too much, but so does a lot of other girls. So, can't drag her too much. But yeah, no, I think she did very safe tonight.
Yeah, it was okay. It was an okay look. Next.
Amethyst.
Amy.
This is not giving Michelle Visage at all, honestly. And
the hair kind of.
No, the only animal print is the bathing suit part underneath, and then she got this fur, like, I don't know.
I don't get. Like,
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I don't like the ruffled like panties. It's a little too long. She was tripping over it. I will give her props for trying to do kind of a, unique look. Like, I see what she was trying to do. I thought her like runway performance was well. She did sell it well.
Yeah, she looks gorgeous. Her face looks great.
I really like this queen, but this is just not a great look.
We're rooting for you, Amethyst. We really are.
Really are. So yeah, it's just.
But not her best week again.
And it's not.
Sometimes it is 3 strikes and you're out, like Spice said. But next, who is next to come up?
Speaking of, it is Spice.
And this hair moment. I love the hair. My favorite part.
The hair is very cool.
It's very similar to Aura Mayarda.
Mayarda?
Yeah. And
Mayari?
And
not Mayarda.
It's even more simple than hers, though.
Yes.
And she's also relying on her body a lot. Not my favorite.
It's very simple. I do like the hair. Yeah, it's It's very simple.
I love her, but I will be honest, not my favorite look. She's lucky to be safe tonight. Because honestly,
I feel like she is kind of skating by a little bit.
Because some other girls put in more effort than that, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Was what some of these girls constructed in this time? I mean, next up is Luxe Noir London, and the fact that Luxe constructed this absolutely stunning gown in the time that Spice constructed
a bikini.
I mean, come on. Luxe looked absolutely amazing. The way that she got that fabric to flow.
The pants. Can we talk about the pants for a second?
Oh my God.
It is zebra print, and if you look, the zebra print, like RuPaul said, it is like matching on the legs. It's corresponding. It could have been, whatever everywhere, because it's zebra print, but like the fact that she put in the detail to make sure that the pattern matches and it's all going together and flowing shows that she's a smart girl.
Her makeup is just gorgeous. This
is how you do a no makeup look, Marsha.
She is, to me, Luxe Noir has not had a miss. She has hit everyone, even her, I think it was last week's runway, which was the Beautiful Nightmare. I liked it. I did. And this is a great look.
I like it. And it's great. It's amazing. And
I think you mentioned that out of all of the looks, it was like the least Michelle.
Which is the one thing that didn't match with the rest of the group. Mm-hmm. But honestly, when you look that good, do you really need to be matching with the rest of the girls?
Yeah, no. I will say I like that Spice had that little bit of purple to tie in the purple with Luxe.
It was a good ribbon.
Yeah, overall, was the least like Michelle-like, but come on. Like, she served.
But did she serve? And she
eggs,
ate.
Bacon, biscuit on the side.
And then she sopped it up. And then they walk all out together, and they look all good together, honestly.
I think seeing them all together, yes, Luxe is probably the least Michelle. But
she was still kind of going for that grand royal look, I feel.
It's still amazing.
Because she's in her own fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Up next is the House of Cressley. And the first to walk the runway is Robin Fierce.
The Robin Fierce.
In this kind of
horse jockey kind of get up. Mm-hmm. It's giving me horse jockey in the best way possible. It's really well constructed. Again, I wouldn't know what to do for Carson.
I wouldn't know.
But with the material she's given, she looks really good, and her face is gorgeous. It's stamped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is probably one of Robin's best looks. Her makeup always looks great. I really like this queen.
I will say her wigs are not my favorite.
Really?
I like the style. I just feel like it just doesn't look like hair.
Okay. It looks a little too artificial.
It looks a little too artificial.
Okay. And next up is Jax. And this look has kind of gotten mixed reviews. Very mixed reviews.
But are the reviews mixed?
Yes. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
I think it's a fine look. I feel like we've seen it a million zillion times now. God. Like, we've, in the last 2 seasons... not 2 seasons, last 2 years of Drag Race, Heathers has been brought up.
We have referenced Heathers so much recently. And yes, it's a good movie, but girl, you see one girl do it.
You've seen them all do it.
You've seen them all do it. And if you're gonna do it, then
do it better
than the last girl and make it unique. Do something or elevate the outfit.
It's a gothic Heathers look, which is
don't love the hair. I think the hair
I hate mullets.
I don't like mullets. I don't think the color is good. in her photo that she posted on Instagram, she has like this kind of like big orange hair, which looked a lot better than this. So I don't know if that hair just didn't come in time,
Probably,
or
or she
forgot
couldn't
to
fit it.
pack it. But yeah, this hair just doesn't completely throws off the outfit. I think it is well constructed. I will say it is very well constructed for what she made. I just am so tired of the Heathers. I'm tired of the Heathers. Which is not that serious. Oh my god. You drunk ass bitch.
I'm not even. You're just like screaming about Heather's, and I'm just like, okay, work.
It's just a lot.
I think it's built fine, and she looks good. But I'm over the Heathers, and I do really like when she hit her head, referencing last week's Snatch Game when Spice was for a whole minute. That was the whole. That was like half the episode actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's very safe this week with the outfit.
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of in the bottom. Really did not like this
yeah.
look. But I will say it's a well-constructed look. It's a well-constructed look. Up next is Anitra.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I don't really have much to say.
I feel like for someone who claims to be a seamstress, I expected a little bit more.
Does she come to be a seamstress or does she sews? There's a difference.
Either one. She has sewed her outfit. She sewed her outfits that she's made so far. So I just expected a little bit more fabric with this. I think it's a good look. It's a little basic. But it's cute.
Yeah, again, I don't know. I feel like the only house I would want to be again would be the House of Massage because, I don't know, I would not know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we'll get to the House of Matthews because they all went in different directions than I would have thought. I would have just thought sequined vests, sequined jackets.
So glad
I would have gone with that.
I'm so glad he stopped that.
I thought they were kind of cute. It's a signature. Cute little signature.
It was a signature.
Mm-hmm.
Was it cute? It was a signature. Yeah. Anyways, who's up next?
Up next is Selena S. Titties.
My cousin Selena. And honestly, at first I thought this was bad, but the more I'm looking at it, she low-key did better than Anitra. Honestly, there's this jacket that's made pretty nicely, and then she's wearing a bra, okay, and then Shay did this cape thing on her season. Not as Selena's not as good, but honestly, she did better than some of the other girls.
Not you comparing this cape thing to Shay's. No. Okay, anyways, here I'm coming to humble y'all. Selena S. Titties painted the house down always. Her makeup's always great. This look, one too many accessories. I think the cape thing needed to go, or it should have started down. It's not one of the just one of the weaker looks made, I will say. It was just a lot happening, but I don't think it's bad.
Honestly, she did more than other people.
She did more than other people.
A little too much more.
Yeah.
But
for someone who was stressing out a lot, I thought it was well constructed, and if she made the little leotard thing, I think that looked great. Yeah, I mean, I think she did good for someone who doesn't sew, who claims to not really know how to sew very well.
And yeah, no, I honestly.
But her makeup,
she looks gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And
this wig color on her.
She
I
really enjoy it. I enjoy it.
She looks great. Yeah. I think she just needed to have the cape start from already just down if she was going to do it. It was just a lot happening, and the reveal wasn't into something great, so I think that just kind of dampened the flow of it. But it's not a bad look.
But she wasn't wearing plaid, so she needed something with plaid on it to be cohesive with the other girls.
Yeah. All right. Well, next up is the House of Matthews, Ross Matthews.
And the first girl to stomp down the runway is the legendary, beautiful, gorgeous, one and only Sasha Colby. If you don't know who I'm rooting for, I think you know.
I think we know.
I think you know now. And she is paying homage, not really, but kinda, to her drag daughter, Carrie Colby, when she wore this Versace, the Versace Jennifer Lopez dress, first of all. And so now her mom is on the stage, and she's wearing this beautiful green tropical leaves with this beautiful pink cape. Oh my god, the green and the pink go so good together with the white. Everything she did is so well tailored and constructed. This wig looks like it is growing out of her head, and she looks flawless. Thoughts, feelings, opinions?
I mean, yeah, the wig, amazing. Like, it is so, yeah, it looks so real. Makeup, gorgeous. I am loving the little nod to J-Lo, to Carrie Colby. I, like, instantly got it. The way that she made the lining, oh, it's just so good. Yeah, she's bringing it. She's living up to her name.
And her body is bodying. And I know people rely on their body too much, but you know, when you accessorize the body, there's a difference between just covering up your tatas with some fabric and then letting your abs do the talking. She is working with her curves, and she is signifying what's already there, you know?
She is
a
killing it. And that pony, vicious. And up next is Lucy LaDuca.
One too many patterns here.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I like the pants. The pants are great. It's constructed very well. I just don't like the patterns that were chosen.
I agree. I agree. It's one too many patterns. The pattern is just, they do not match. It is too pattern clashing. It's too much.
But is it too much?
Oh my god, the way you've done that like 4 or 5 times already. Good god.
I'm gonna do it 4 or 5 more times now.
I think it is well constructed, and her makeup is good. It's just, yeah, it's too clashing.
But we like Lucy LaDuca. She's doing great so far.
Oh, she's a front runner.
No,
Come on, construction worker.
I love all of it construction wise.
Construction workers, her co-workers better be watching her. They better be rooting. And that is for sure. If they're not, canceled.
I cannot speak on Lucy LaDuca's relationship with their co-workers, so
they can still be watching. They should still be watching.
Oh,
Show support.
I don't.
That's fierce if they are. All these construction workers just watching Drag Race. Hell yeah. I support. More people should watch it.
Next we have Malaysia Baby Doll Fox. And she's giving Princess Barbie realness. Not princess, but just Barbie realness. What?
Are we looking at the same screen? Are you
like
saying she's giving Barbie?
Like a little beach Barbie. Beach Barbie. Yeah, we're looking at the same screen. I'm not taking it back.
Oh my god.
I'm not taking it back.
Okay, I like that. I mean, I think it's a cute look. She's definitely giving church lady. It is most... Where are you getting Barbie at the beach?
Literally, Barbie would wear that to the beach. I'm not even lying.
Okay, I love that. I again see church lady, going Sunday service. She is, she what is I'm not commission. She did her communion, praising to Jesus. She's probably leading a church choir or a Bible study. Yeah. For someone again who's only sewed one outfit, or so she claims.
I am kind of surprised she was in the top because there were some stronger looks. Honestly, no. She deserved her top place.
I would have put Marsha probably in the top.
Wrong. But we'll get to that. No, she looks good. She looks good. And for this being the second thing she's ever sewn, apparently, good job.
There is like some rumor apparently that she only said that to kind of like give herself like a story that she actually does know how to sew, but she, did the whole like, oh, I don't know how to sew.
I would be lying to the cameras too.
I'd probably lie to the cameras too. I'd probably say
I don't owe these people anything.
I'd be like, oh no, I don't know how to sew. I've never sewn anything in my life, and
that's actually true though.
And then I would probably pull out some shit like Utica if I knew how to sew.
That's setting the bar pretty high. Let's lower it to bundle of crumbs.
That's why I said if I knew how to sew, I would say.
Even if you knew how to sew, that's like a lot of work.
Yeah, and that's what I would do in that situation.
Okay. Anyways, who is up next?
Oh my god, you are feisty tonight. This is the last time I give you wine. Holy crap. It's the gremlin for me.
It's the fact that you are like, oh yeah, if I knew how to sew, I could literally beat Utica in a sewing challenge.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I said if I knew how to sew, I would then sew something like Utica. Thank you very much.
I still don't. Just knowing how to do something doesn't mean you have that skill.
But
level.
oh my god, I don't have the skill. I don't know how to sew shit. I would suck. But if I did know how to sew, I would say to the cameras, I don't know how to sew, and then I would pull out some shit like Utica. I would be a good sewer if I knew how to sew and I was good at it. That's what I would do. Do you understand?
No.
Good God. Anyways, the next girl.
Marsha.
Marsha cubed.
She's skipping and twirling down that runway.
This girl likes to twirl down the runway.
Come on, Rosé.
Like, maybe it must be a Broadway thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it's a cute look. I think she has done well with the construction. I think her makeup looks good. RuPaul's probably like, no. Probably why she wasn't in the top. But I think it's a good look. She did well. What do you think?
Yeah, it's made really good. There's only one pattern. So, wait, no. Is that the same? No, it's the same pattern. No, it's made really good. Yeah, very safe.
I think this one or Baby Doll, Malaysia Baby Doll could have been in the top between the two of them for me. I will say I think this house had the most cohesive runway.
Yeah, for sure. They all look like they're from the same.
They all look like they're from the same collection, same catalog. It was most cohesive. So good on them for that. I thought it was overall a fun runway challenge, a fun design challenge. However, I hope they do another one this season.
Yes. Well,
Absolutely.
Obviously, we're going to get the ball eventually, which is always a sign.
Give me 2 or 3.
Oh.
What season had 3? Was it season 8 that had 3 design challenges?
Yeah.
Bring that back.
Well, I thought you were saying have 3 balls, and I was like...
No, 3 design challenges.
Like, that's a lot of clothes for a girl to spend. Oh my god, they already have... To spend 16 episodes worth of costumes and outfits and hair and jewelries and accessories and shoes. These girls are going into debt.
Yeah,
I don't know how they do it.
A lot of money.
But anyways, that's it. That's the runway. And they aren't judged by teams. I feel like they're not judging by teams.
They're not judging by teams, and
I feel like
this is one challenge they could have. Spoiler alert. I think the next week's challenge, the girl group challenges, they should have done by groups instead of individually, but we'll get to that later, the next episode. But yeah, they split the girls up, and the judges really like Sasha. Obviously, Lux did amazing. Malaysia was a top girl this week.
So those were the top 3.
Robin kind of was a top.
Yeah, she was too.
They liked her look, which I was kind of surprised by that. I thought she was kind of like a wild card in there, but I thought she had probably one of the better looks of her group. And the bottoms of the week are Selena, Amethyst, and Jax.
Which is correct.
I do agree. Maybe Jax or Aura could have maybe...
You're just an Amethyst apologist.
No, I'm saying like Jax or Aura could have swapped for like bottom. Amethyst deserves to be in the bottom, and Selena, between Jax and Selena, I'd put Selena in the bottom as well. So yeah, no, I agree with the bottom too. Yeah, do you agree with the bottom?
Yes. I don't want to be a Selena apologist, but I think what she constructed was better than what other people constructed. But I guess I can see why she was in the bottom. Yeah.
Yes.
And the winner of the challenge was Lux Noir London. This is her first one of the season. One of my favorite things when the judges were critiquing her, they're like, do you have anything else to say? And she said, not really. I think I did a really good job this week.
Yeah, she is cocky and she is confident in herself. And honestly, I love it.
That's all
it's kind of infectious. I'm like, shoot, maybe I need to be more like that. It's kind of inspirational, I gotta say. Good for her.
And everyone else is declared safe besides Selena S. Titties and Amethyst.
And this is Amethyst's third time lip syncing in the 4 episodes. This, I feel so bad for Amethyst. This cannot feel good.
She must be gutted and rent.
Yeah, and I thought she was on the up and up because last week with Snatch Game, she did well.
She did pretty well.
I thought she could have been in the top. So this poor girl, she probably knows that she's going home, but she still puts up a fight. But the Queen's lip sync to Queen by Janelle Monáe,
who's on the panel.
Yes, who's a guest judge this week. Do you know anything by Janelle Monáe? Oh my god.
Well, apparently she sings That's Just the Way You Make Me Feel. You just told me that a few minutes ago.
Yes.
And this song.
She
was really good in The Glass Onion.
She is a good actress. Yeah, she's been in a few movies. Glass Onion, she was great.
She was really good. It was weird not hearing an accent from her. Low key.
That was fair. She was also really good in Hidden Figures. There was another movie that she was in recently. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, she's a great actress. She's kind of just like an all-around like great person. Star quality. She's got it, and I don't feel like she gets enough credit.
Well, I feel like she's on the up and up.
She's on the up and up. I think she's kind of slowly always been on the up and up. But yeah, I think she's finally starting to get her flowers. So good for her. Good for her.
And this lip sync, Selena, you're my cousin, and I'm still rooting for you. And no matter what, just anytime I'm having doubt for my girl Selena, I'm gonna watch this lip sync and be like, no, I'm gonna keep rooting for her because she laid nothing out there. She put everything out there. Nothing was left behind. She gave it all, and she hit every beat of the song. She was acting like she performed this song every Friday night at her club. She knew all the words. She knew, like, okay, I'm gonna drop my coat when she says I dropped my skirt. No, not my coat, the skirt. She hit every word. She knew all the isms to do in that song.
She did so well. I thought also Amethyst. Oh my God! See, this is why I shouldn't have wine beforehand. I thought Amethyst did a great job. I think she held her own against Selena. She did, I mean, as best that she could, because Selena was, I mean, dropping it low and
taking it high,
doing the most, and I loved it. And Amethyst did a great job. She didn't give us a bad lip sync in the 3 lip syncs that she did.
She's a really good entertainer.
She's a good entertainer. I've been thoroughly entertained with all of her lip syncs. So I think she went out with a bang, and I hope to see Amethyst more on my screen.
And Selena is declared as the winner. She stays. She is crying. She's so happy. She was really nervous in the confessional right beforehand. I feel like Amethyst knew it by this time. I feel it. But she did not give up. She entertained until the minute she told to sashay away. And what was her exit line?
I don't remember her exit line, but I did laugh. Funny. It was funny. I thought she was great. Yeah, I really like Amethyst, and I hope that they aren't too discouraged.
You made me laugh. You entertained me, girl.
They'll have their redemption on an all-star season. I do hope, because I don't know. I really liked Amethyst. So with that being said, who are your current top 4 queens? Who do you think will be the top 4?
Currently, it's still Mistress Isabel Brooks, Spice, Lux, and Sasha Colby.
That's who you think will be the top 4?
Yes.
All right. I think the top 4 is going to be Mistress, Lux, Lucy, and I wrote it down because I knew I was going to forget. Sasha.
Okay, I was going to say.
I was like, oh my God, I'm missing. Yeah. That's it. Lucy is kind of sneaking up. She's not even sneaking up. I think I'm just holding her.
She literally won Snatch Game.
I know. I think I'm just holding her talent show performance against her.
Which I saw a clip of someone like fixing the audio, and honestly, it sounded better.
Okay, well, the audio wasn't fixed, so you can fix the audio all you want. That's what we heard.
It was
still bad. Okay, you can auto tune anybody.
It was
to make it sound better.
It wasn't auto tune up the pussy. It was the background vocal blending wasn't right, and then something.
Okay.
But that's what she says. But anyways, that comes to the end of the episode. Next week's episode is going to be a girl group challenge,
which I love girl group challenges. So much fun.
Tune in to see our opinions on that. And with that, bye, society.
No, not yet. Okay, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends and family, and
share.
Support Black business and Mexican business and Guatemalan business.
You're just gonna throw everything out on the kitchen table. Okay.
And buy business.
Bye, society.
Bye, society.
Love you. Oh God, I didn't pause it. Whoa.